subscriber to Mad Magazine. I'm just a proud subscriber.
Ginger. Give me that squeaky. Yeah, squeaker. Give me the squeaker. Where's my... Yeah.
Okay. Out of here. Put it over there in your straw thing. I can get this cut off. Here.
Oh yeah, that's gonna take scissors. Yeah, you're gonna need scissors for that. I'll help you with that. Ah. Did you get it?
Yeah, I cut it, but I can't get this pulled out.
Oh. Okay.
These 3 pages, they have symbols for the word.
What's it called?
I'm gonna find it again.
You're right. More people are paying attention to that and understanding it than our CNN. More people watch our show than watch a live CNN. We just crossed over 500,000 subs. That's just subs on YouTube.
500,000 subs on YouTube.
Also, hundreds of thousands of millions. And millions watch just on YouTube a week. Millions.
Where's your squeaky, Ginger? Millions on... I've had 338,000 views on YouTube. And I got more money in my bank than I have views on YouTube. Oh. Sorry about that. I was just getting my coffee going, helping my grandma with something. My grandma's visiting. So she bought this toaster at Walmart, and I bought this trash can at Walmart. Yeah, we I mean, you could see. Hold on, Ginger's crying. I'm live on YouTube right now. What? What? No, she wants her yellow ball. Where is it?
She's crying for you.
Yeah, she won't stop crying. That's why I got out here, because she'll just keep crying until she gets it.
Blue one over here. She wants the yellow one. Where's her yellow one?
It's down here. Yeah, that's...
I just barely see it. Oh, she's frantic.
Yeah, she... Get that ball, Gingy. Yeah, she would have just kept crying for hours. I was like, I might as well just get it now.
You want a bagel or English muffin?
English muffin, please.
Butter?
Yes, please, butter. Do we have any more of that pomegranate spicy jelly?
Yeah.
Do you want me to open it?
Oh, I don't know. It's pretty old.
No, that stuff lasts forever.
You have an expiration on it.
Got that at Costco down in California before we moved to
Yeah, I gave it to
Arizona. I know it's in here somewhere.
It's in the door.
It's in the fridge?
In the door, yeah.
I'm not sure about that. No, Grandma, it's not. Because we never opened it, so it's not in the fridge. It would...
I thought I saw it.
No, Grandma, it's not in there.
Oh, sure I saw it. Oh, here it is. This pomegranate.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, wow, how embarrassing. Live on YouTube. I just didn't see it. Okay, let's see.
So the top one is bagel, the middle one is frozen food, the bottom is cancer.
This stuff is the best.
It is good.
And it's spicy. Don't let this deceive you.
I can't eat it because it's too spicy.
The one pepper, you think it's low level spicy. It's not. It's got like a kick to it.
The ones that Trader Joe or better.
I guess it has been opened. I forgot we did open it.
Yeah, is there an expiration date?
I'm looking.
You had it for a long time.
Had it for like 6 or 7 months. I guess I could Google. Does anybody know how long jelly lasts? Can you Google it for me, please? Oh, here we go. It says it's good till 2026. Oh, May 9th, 2026.
Okay.
May 9th, 20.
Trader
Yeah.
Joe's has the best one.
Yeah, this stuff's
They only have
good.
it at Christmas time.
Even smelling it, it smells spicy.
It's too spicy for me. Here's my fridge.
Oh wow.
I can reach it.
Sorry guys, I'm going live here, but I'm like on grandma duty.
Okay, awesome.
Those are good. Ginger, I'm not gonna keep getting this underneath this like every 5 minutes. My bathroom. Okay. It's gonna be a good day, bro. Nuke. Sorry, y'all. I was helping my grandma find the pomegranate jelly. Ginger's squeaky got stuck under the thing. Just, I don't know. Probably a bad time to go live, but it's my day off and I wanted to talk about music stuff because I just released a single. I just kind of wanted to explain it a little. It's live. It's a live. It's from my band. Like basically, 18 years ago. Dude, that squeaking's gonna drive me insane. But yeah, we played, I think, well, anyways, it's on Spotify. The song's called First Class Whore. I know, it's kind of a rough sounding title. I was 21 years old, okay, so it's a long time ago. I'm 40 now, 40 years old, so I probably wouldn't write a song titled that now, but it's just, it is what it is. I recorded it. It was a good show. I actually remember that concert. So I put that song up on Spotify. It's a single, put it out as a single, and then I'm gonna put out an LP with more songs from that band I was in my early 20s. Hold Me Like a Gun. So yeah, I was gonna go live and talk about music stuff for a while, and now I don't even really feel like doing that. This is my little red table. Oh, hey, what's up, Lane? Lane Dyer. Hello. Greetings, Lane Dyer. Sorry, I don't know how to comment on this. I'm new on. I don't know. I'm not the best at social platforms. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I usually go live on Instagram, sort of regularly, and I think I'm more active on Instagram. I have more followers, and I feel like YouTube is more of a public domain. Where Instagram is more my account. I know the people that are following me. I've been deleting and blocking fake accounts since I got on Instagram, 4 years ago. I didn't know you're not supposed to do that. 'Cause obviously I'm a musician, so you're supposed to try to have a lot of followers. So I was blocking every fake account that followed me for 2 years. I probably would have had way more followers, but oh well, it's quality over quantity. Right? Anyways, oh yeah, so this is the red table. This is a history around what do you go live for? My bad, I was just talking about that. I was going live to talk about a single I released on Spotify. It's a band I was in 20 years ago, and we recorded that 18 years ago. We played this place in LA, and so I was going to go live and explain it because it's a live recording, but it's sort of not fully live. It's half live and half studio because we recorded it at the club we were performing at, and then we took it back to the studio and kind of added like some guitar touches and did some vocal stuff, and I think we added a tambourine. So it's when I distributed it, um, it was interesting because I didn't put live. They ask you, is this a live recording? You know, when you're publishing something, and I said, no, it's not alive because we did, you know, kind of. I'm sorry, I'm still waking up. I need to drink more coffee. Yeah, we you know messed with the tracks or the track in the studio, and added stuff and kind of fixed stuff and put some like reverb and kind of, I don't know, just I got the phone turned around, so if a comment pops up right away, I'm not seeing it until I turn my phone around. So if I'm not directly answering here. So anyways, I put it as not a live recording, and then when they distributed it on, you know, all the platforms, streaming platforms, they put it was a live recording. So it's obviously a live recording. I mean, it sounds very live, but I mean, similar to Led Zeppelin when they played Madison Square Garden in 1972. The song remains the same. I don't know if you guys seen that live concert, Led Zeppelin. So that live concert, obviously, it's intertwined with some videos, but they took that recording and adjusted a lot of the vocals because Robert Plant was just very like singing off key to a point where they couldn't even keep it on that live video. So they added guitar. So there's guitar stuff they did and vocal stuff they did. They kind of tweaked with that recording. Led Zeppelin live at Madison Square Garden, 1972. The song remains the same. It's a live show, but it's kind of like a movie too, because there's a little. It kind of goes in and out of the concert. I watched that for the first time when I was 17. That was yeah. I was living in Anaheim, California. Had an apartment with my buddy Josiah, and we were 17, so extracurriculum activities. We're watching Song Remains the Same, and anyway, so similar to my song First Class Whore on Spotify, we, you know, kind of fixed it up a little bit. This was a long time ago. I mean, I got a text from my drummer Anthony, and he just sent me this random file of the song we did a long time ago, and so I put it up on Spotify, and then we're gonna put up more stuff. So that's why I was going live. Let me see. Trump, American flag, American flag, American flag, American flag, and then say my name. Trumpy. Oh, what genre? Sorry. I didn't see that for a while. I was carrying on and on and on. I got it. Next time I go live, I'm going to flip the phone around so when a comment comes up, I'll be able to see it and answer the question in a more timely fashion. It's rock and roll. The genre in the comment section, it asked what genre is my music. But yeah, there's a lot of genres in rock and roll, so that doesn't really answer your question. Well, my history is punk rock. You know, I played, you know, well, I started off, I guess, listening to 90s grunge and metal, like Iron Maiden and White Zombie, and Stone Temple Pilots. So yeah, metal and grunge was my first influences when I was like 11 years old, and in 12 years old, I remember the first 3 cassettes I ever bought was at Tower Records at the Universal City Walk in LA, and I was with my stepdad and my mom, and I think I was 11 or 12 years old, and we went into Tower Records, and I bought Green Day Dookie, the album Dookie. I know it's a funny word, and it was a cassette, so I bought a Green Day cassette. I bought, and oh my gosh, it was either Stone Temple Pilots or Metallica. I'm forgetting. I should have. I used to know. I always remember the first 3 cassettes I actually purchased. It was Green Day, and it was either I don't know if it's Stone Temple Pilots or might have been. I think it was Green Day, Metallica, Ride the Lightning cassette. Part of me wants to say it was Offspring, but that was later when I bought that cassette. And then I bought TLC. Yeah, I bought the cassette, TLC cassette with it was the red cassette, and it had, I think their names were Crazy Sexy Cool, and it was just their faces on a red cassette, and because I thought they were hot, they were playing their music videos on MTV. Yeah, I'm like 11 or 12 years old. Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls and I creep, yeah, and he didn't know what I know. So I just, yeah, I was just like, these chicks are hot, so I bought that cassette. And yeah, I mean, I guess the music, I mean, it was whatever, but so those were the first 3 cassettes I ever bought. So that's my background. And then my Aunt Sasheen, rest in peace. She passed away from cancer. It's been a while now. It's been, I think, like 5 or 6 years. No, yeah, it's been like exactly 5 years, a little under 5 years. Anyways, she was a hardcore punk rocker in the 80s. I mean, it was like a street punker. I think she was in like an actual gang. She would, she was like, there was like 12 of them, and they were just, roaming the streets of LA in the 80s, and most of them died. But, anyways, I remember I was in 9th grade. I was going to high school in Orange County, and she gave me a cassette, a compilation, which was a thing back in the day. People would, take songs from all different bands and make a compilation. It was you would give that as a gift to someone, like, hey, I thought about 20 songs, reminded me of you, and I put these 20 songs together. If you've ever seen that movie High Fidelity, that John Cusack, that's what he did, was he made compilations for people. It was a thing in the 90s. It would be like remixing reels now, how some accounts, it's not any of their own content, but they cherry pick content from different accounts and might put their own little spin or comments on it, or emojis or whatever, or add a little video at the end of the reel. So that's kind of like making a compilation. It's not your music, but it's personalized because you assembled it and cherry picked it for a specific person, just like an account who shares remixes. They do that for their specific followers. So anyways, yeah, Aunt Sasheen, she gave me a compilation when I was in 9th grade. And at the time I was listening to like a lot of, 90s alternative punk and grunge. So, Offspring, Rob Zombie, bands like that. And anyways, on this compilation, it was all, 80s underground street punk. And I was like, oh, this is it. This is where it's at. I identified with it immediately. it had, you know, the Subhumans, the Exploited, just all these, you know, like hardcore punk bands from the 80s. And she had some late 70s stuff on there. I think there was the Addicts. The Addicts were on there. And just a bunch of bands. But maybe Sham 69. There might have been some like traditional trad skin music. But yeah, it was just underground British and American punk rock from, you know, the 70s and 80s in America and England. So she gives me this compilation, and everything that my friends and I have ever listened to was all mainstream stuff, you know, stuff you would get at Tower Records. And I mean, there might have been some underground punk rock being sold at Tower Records, but I mean, we didn't know about it. You know, you don't know until someone tells you. So basically got into the punk rock culture, and I was in, you know, a punk band when I was a teenager, and with my friends in high school. So eventually kind of I'm gonna be punk forever, you know, eventually kind of grew out of that and just was like getting more into the late 70s glam thing and mod rock, you know, getting into bands like T-Rex, Talking Heads, you know, like Iggy Pop, you know, early Bowie, and you know, bands like that, which some of those bands, you know, subculture genres, they, you know, they branch off from each other. So, you know, some genres share a lot of similarities. I was explaining this on Instagram like a month ago when I went live, and I had a good analogy for genres. It wasn't the branch concept. It was something else. I just can't remember it right now. But yeah, so, you know, kind of got into, you know, like the New York Dolls, you know, kind of more edgy, like glam rock that I guess would be just, I don't know, kind of before punk rock. Anyway, so yeah, I got into that, and then I got into, you know, psychedelic stuff, more like blues psychedelic rock, like the Doors, Led Zeppelin, and kind of, you know, went from punk rock to kind of basically like, you know, late 70s, you know, glam rock and blues rock and stuff like that. So to the asking the question, what genre am I? I mean, you could go on Spotify and listen to what I just put up, my latest release, and I think it is pretty clear. It's punk rock, but it's kind of got this like rock and roll glam thing to it, and it's funky though too, kind of, because my bass player, you know, he's got this huge afro, and he's this Mexican dude with this huge afro, and you know, he plays with his fingers. He's pretty funky, you know. So it's, you know, my rhythm section was really tight. So like Nathan and Anthony on drums. So it's rock. It's like glam. It's punk rock, kind of glam punk rock, but it's got this bluesy influence, and it's kind of a little funky too. So I don't know, you know, what genre you would classify that. It would be like if Led Zeppelin and Iggy Pop had a baby. That that would be kind of like the music I was writing and playing in my early 20s. Now it's more like if David Bowie and Tom Petty had a baby. That's kind of more the stuff I've been doing. You know, I recorded an album, Physical Copies, earlier this year with my buddy Sunny Meadows in California, and it's 10 songs, Physical Copies, the deluxe version. That's on Spotify too. Trevor Wright, Physical Copies. And then I came out with some singles too that I did with my other buddy in Portland. So yeah, I wanted to go live because I wanted to. I recorded a lot of music earlier this year, and I'm sort of, recharging and letting my ears kind of reset from all that. It was a lot of work, a lot of traveling, and I want to stop holding my phone up in the air like this because it's like, how long can I do this for? I gotta figure out somewhere to set this phone, or I'll just stop going live. That'll be a lot easier. So yeah, I was talking to my buddy, and I'm gonna be recording an LP, and there's gonna be some punk rock on it, but there's also some songs that are definitely kind of more in that Bowie kind of late 70s glam. The Kinks, I don't know if you'd call them glam, but slop rock. I call it slop rock or riff rock. It's kind of just, I don't know, aggressive blues. I don't know, you can word it however you want. But so I'm thinking about a lot about these songs that I've written. Oh shit. What's going on?
I put this toaster back here
Grandma.
to warm it up, and it's kind of burning.
Well, I don't know how to turn off all this stuff.
Where is it?
Did you turn off the toaster?
Yeah. I've been texting Dawn, so I'll stop texting.
Jesus.
Did you get it?
No, it just stopped. Yeah, that's why we don't really want you cooking a lot. Jesus fucking Christ. Scared the shit out of me. Okay. There's just been a lot of fire activity lately, the last couple years. Or, Southern California burned down, and then, right, it's a huge fire near where I'm at, so when I hear fire alarms, I just think the whole house is going to burn down. Yeah, sorry, run. Seriously, grab the dog and run out the door. Just grab the dog and grandma and just get in the car and drive down the street. Seriously though, I mean, there was a huge fire last year, a street over, and like 3.5 houses burned down. And there's nothing you could do, until the fire truck comes. I mean, like a hose isn't going to do anything. So we're just standing there watching these houses burn down, and people are driving up to the houses screaming and crying and shit. So anyways, yeah, my grandma's getting old, she just fell last week and hit her head on the cement, was like in the hospital she's getting like really old, where we have to watch her when she cooks. We have to, walk her around or she'll fall. She has an oxygen tank. So it makes me nervous, because when I'm at work, I'm like, is she going to fall on the dog and kill the dog? It's like what's going to happen while I'm at work? Ginger. You okay? Okay. Just want to make sure Grandma didn't fry you up in the pan. I got that at Walmart. The other day. Yeah, I was going to do this huge 30-minute video out from Walmart. Went to Walmart with my grandma and recorded all this content, and I was going to edit this giant 25-minute Walmart video, and I was like, I'm not fucking doing all this. This is insane. So I just put up a couple short minute-long videos, and I was like, that's it. I'm sorry, but, I respect, content is, people usually watch more probably YouTube and Instagram than they do movies now. So content's kind of maybe taken over. 20 years ago, we were all watching movies all the time. Now everybody watches content. And I understand there's some pretty thought out content and, stuff that's, pretty entertaining. Like you're watching the History Channel or the Discovery Channel. It's there's pretty there's quality content out there, and then there's a lot of, you know, influencer type content. And I was like, man, I don't think I really want to get into all that. I would rather just record music in the studio. I don't think I'm going to sit here and edit and try to make myself look as cool as and funny as possible so I could get a bunch of streams. I just don't know if I really want to get into all that. Well, I just saw the other day, there's this influencer called Liver King, and he just went to jail, and he bailed out of jail or whatever. But I don't know. I saw this random thing on Google. So then I went on YouTube and I looked him up, and it's like, yeah, he's an influencer. You know, he's got like 1.2 million subscribers, and his videos, he's in Africa and he's hunting with the natives, and he's got all this African gear on and spears, and it's edited all intense, and it's I mean, it's nothing I would watch, but it's edited to, I could see why he has, you know, 3 million views or 2 million views or whatever. But it just seems, I don't know. It's a thing now, is what I'm saying. It's a thing. Actually, my high school buddy, Justin Randomland, he does that. He does YouTube videos at Disneyland, and he was his first singer in my band. So, but anyways, that Liver King guy said, you know, like, I, Liver King, am traveling to Africa, and I commented, like, I, Liver King, is in jail. You know, it's like, you're fucking in jail now, motherfucker. It's like editing videos right to jail. No, I don't know. I don't know why I went to jail. You know, I'm not talking shit. It sounds like I am, but he's like, I'll see you in processing. I'll see you in processing, bitch. Okay, so yeah, my room's a disaster. I think that's it. You know, usually I go live on Instagram, and I don't know. YouTube is I don't know. It's just, I don't know who my subscribers are, so I just I don't know. Just anyways, yeah. So Trevor Wright, stream some of my music on Spotify. Every little bit helps. I've got, I don't know. I think more streams or views on YouTube than Spotify, because I'm kind of new on Spotify, and I'm not a professional at promoting my music or anything. So follow me on Spotify, and I'll be coming out with more music later. Oh, hey, Spirit Brothers. I like that. That's a Spirit. Grab Grandma. Trust, bro. Takes me hours and hours to edit our videos to create an episode. It is hard work. It is. It takes a lot of time to. I know my buddy Justin, who does Randomland. I mean, he sits on his computer for 5 or 6 hours, you know, editing videos, and then yeah, it's a lot of work, and people could be, you know, assholes, basically. So if you do, you're basically on the world stage. So if you do any little thing wrong or mess up at any, you know, if you say something wrong, or I mean, people jump all over it. I've posted and had a spelling error on the, you know, I post a video and I have a grammar spelling error, and you know, it's like, come on, man. Come on. Okay, let's see. All right, I think that's as much live as I think I should do. They told me if anybody's talking for over 5 minutes, they're either repeating themselves or they're full of shit or they're lying. For the most part, I mean, unless you're some professional at like giving lectures or something, but for the most, in the everyday life, like this is an unscripted live, just, you know, if I keep talking, I'll eventually just start repeating myself about what I've already said. So, all right, y'all have a good day. Have a good one. Thanks for tuning in. My messy room. My messy room. My weird table. So my grandpa built this wood table, and I sanded it and I painted it in the backyard last year. So I like that table.